Okay, I'm gonna fill everybody in on this morning so far. I woke up a little late, was coming downstairs, looked out into the food plot, and there's a big buck tending a doe out in that food plot, and he had her pinned in the corner. And then he chased her up the field and then back down, and then they came up the edge of the red brush. And when they do that, they normally cross right at the bottom, and they go right over through this point over here in the field behind the house. So I thought, it looked like a nice buck. I didn't look at it that close, but it definitely looked like one I would shoot. So I grabbed my bow and everything, and I freaking sprinted down to that tractor path that goes in the corner of that field, because every time they cross, they go right through that path. And I got down there and was just gonna wait for him to bring that doe across the road. And actually, the doe wheeled around, went back up into the red brush, and he chased him back up into the red brush. So there's actually two bucks on her, one little one and the big one. But we're late, but we're definitely gonna get our stuff around. We're gonna get out to the woods. I'm gonna get a cup of coffee in me quick, and it's definitely on. These deer, they're acting right. So we're gonna get some fuel and we're gonna get to the woods. We have a nice buck that pushed the doe out of the red brush up here, and he's got her pinned next to the road. I think they're gonna come across and get a shot at him right here. We're gonna find out. Okay, we're set up in a stand. I ended up coming down here to Cherry Ridge. I just wanted to get in the stand as quick as possible. When I left the house, I had a doe cross the road in front of me with two little bucks on her. Chasing, you know, nose, lip curling, nose up in the air. I mean, it's on. They're running all over the place this morning. So, I'm right down here in the Bully 8's territory, and Big Brow's been in here. Hasn't been in here in a few weeks, but he was in here a couple weeks ago. So just knowing that deer could possibly, you know, get on a hot doe and bring her through here is enough for me to sit here. So I know we have a little bit of rain moving in, but I'm not gonna have any problems sitting here today. These deer are ready to roll. So hopefully we get some action here. Just need one of the big boys to do that. almost walked right directly downwind and still didn't smell me, unbelievably. That's a good sign. They're cruising. I don't know what time it is because I don't know, I don't know where my cell phone is. Might be laying on the ground from my failed stalk this morning, I don't know. Thought it was in the pocket of my coat and it's not in here, so somewhere, not on me. We're gonna call it quits on the morning deal. We sat here for 3 or 4, I'm not even sure, I don't know what time it is, but we sat here a long time. I saw that one little buck that walked right here in front of me, and I saw another deer, just a split second of one over way up the trail, but I have no idea what it was. We're wet, and I want to get this camera dried off for the afternoon and get my clothes dried off for this afternoon. It's going to be rainy, crappy weather, but that's not going to stop me from getting up in a stand, so we'll see you this afternoon. Okay, it's the evening of November 1st now, and I was really hoping to get in after that buck that I call Hulk, but with the weather the way it is, we have 25-mile-an-hour wind gusts. We have rain turn into snow, which has turned to snow at this point. It's just I would get soaked, and my camera equipment, I wouldn't be able to video worth crap because I'd have to protect my cameras and stuff like that. So we're hunting in the shanty over the corn and brassica plot at the other part of our farm tonight. There's a buck that's been out here quite a lot lately that I call Oldie. It's a super old buck. He's been on the farm for years. I have sheds of him. I have sheds from him the last like 3 years. So it'd be a really cool buck to kill. He's not a high scoring deer by any means, but he's an absolute trophy, just knowing how old he is and how long he's been on our farm. So there's also a buck that I call Even Steven that's actually down in the red brush bedded with a doe right now behind me. That's a buck that I tried to stalk this morning, and he ended up going back into the red brush and bedding down with that doe, and I actually ended up seeing that buck again later on in the morning with that doe, and then I had a rogue cow come and kind of ruin. I was going to try to put a stock on it, and then I had a cow come down. I still don't know whose cow it was, but anyways, it ran right through there and scared the doe and that buck, I would assume, back into the red brush. So I didn't get another opportunity at him, but looking forward to tonight. Either way, I'm going to stay dry and I'm going to stay warm, and my camera is certainly not going to get ruined in here. So we'll get back after Hulk soon, but we'll show you what it looks like out here. Got a nice little snow right now. Well, we got our first buck out of the evening here. And look how freaking swole his neck is. His neck is swollen right up. Just cruising. Figured he'd stop for a second for a bite to eat. Just cruising. Well, snow's starting to stick a little bit. It's a welcome sight for me, but for most, it is not. Okay, everybody, that's going to do it for November 1st. It was an awesome day in the woods. I got to see a lot of deer. The big one's coming. I just got to keep putting my time in and, you know, giving myself an opportunity to let one rip. So I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody.